Hi Leo, welcome to your closer look reading for 20. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Also, this could be yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign as well. It may resonate with that. Oops, damn it. Okay, Leo. All right, Leo. 8 of Cups. Judgment. That could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. Ace of Wands. Nice. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. The Hierophant. That could be Taurus. 5 of Wands. And 9 of Wands. All right. Good. I like it. Get the. All right. So, what's this? Is this all right, Leo? I think you've got, excuse me, someone that is. What is this? Are you returning to someone, Leo? What? Or did you meet somebody new? But whatever it was, you put your foot down, like you're no more, not taking it anymore. Whatever's going on here, either this is somebody new, this is you changing gears, reversing course, but why? What is judgment about? Because we're taking a closer look here. So what's this judgment about? Let's see. 3 of Cups. All right. Maybe this isn't about reconciliation, but you know, though it kind of, what to say someone's about. They're sure into it, but you're like, but first we need to talk about this. So this is either somebody new come in. We've got a new decision or a new beginning here. What's this Ace of Wands about? And not because of the Ace of Wands. That's one part of, well, okay. 2 of Cups. Oh, well, okay. Let's just open with that. What's this Magician about? 6 of Swords. Nothing wrong with that. The choice is going to be yours, Leo. This is someone that I think you still care for, but I also think you have standards. And this is someone, if you're wondering what has recently transpired as far as like why, taking a closer look at that, this is someone that thinks they're up for the challenge. They really want to prove to you that they can be who you think they should be or need to be. If this is not a reconciliation, this is somebody recent that you just met that really has been kind of waiting for the right time to be like, hey, hi, so, And it could be because you just ended something, or they see that you are now kind of past the initial ending of something, that you've gone through something, you're out the other side now enough to where whatever you've been through wouldn't be a distraction if they wanted to date you or whatnot. But if we're speaking about romantic here, on romantic terms, this is somebody that he's either been waiting for the right time to approach you about starting dating, whatnot, or someone coming back in wanting to tell you they've changed. They are working through, they're trying, they want to be, they have every intention of being that partner and that person for you that they should have been and that they want to be. But we might be dealing with somebody here who's got, for some of you, it could be addiction, or it could be somebody with a mental health illness they're trying to get a handle on. Just saying. That's this Hierophant. And kudos to them for having that can-do attitude and wanting to be better, if not just for you, but just be a better person, be better, be their best self. Getting a handle on their issues, or trying to work through some addiction or addictive predispositions, that sort of thing. Just someone wanting to be a better person overall. And you are a huge factor in that. What's this Hierophant? Temperance. This 5 of Wands. Oh man. 5 of Wands. You're not gonna, all right, you know what? Fine. For the Leos that I'm reading for, this is happening. You're doing the thing with this person. You're taking them back, or you're going for it. This person could resemble somebody, a prior relationship. If it's not this somebody coming back that was pretty darn, you two are pretty connected, maybe even married. This is either someone that reminds you of that person, or you have decided to give somebody a second chance. I know, some of you are going to be like, no, they're exes for a reason. Okay, this reading isn't for you. This is somebody that you are firmly putting down boundaries and going, okay, we're going to do this time. This is how it's got to be this time. And your person's like, you know what? I've already thought of that. I'm on board. I want to do this. I want this to happen. I have turned a corner, and I want to make right. I want to do right. I want to be better, not just for you, but for in my own life. I want my life to work. And you are an inspiration for that, though. That they might not be telling you that because they don't want to overwhelm you, because you're kind of like this. You're kind of like, okay, well, I'm doing this, and if this is happening, this and this and this. And they're like, okay, I've been working on putting this behind me. I would like to just make amends and clean this up, and can we just move forward? But this person it looks like somebody's wanting your blessing, forgiveness, approval, something. And it involves a romantic offer. You could go either way, but for the Leos that I'm reading for, spoiler alert, you do. Because you like this person, you love this person, you care for this person. But you're going to make them work for it. That's the thing. Because you don't want to get into the drama and whatever it was last time. There's something about them kind of getting overly dependent upon you. So, okay, what's this Nine of Wands for Leo? Yep, there's that confronting and talking about it. And the reason why this is happening is because, well, not that you caused it, but I hate to say that there's no love loss here. You care about this person, but you also like you more, you care about you more, and it should be that way because you've got people that depend on you. You've got to be functional in your life and for your job, for your kids and your family and all that. So this is someone that you're like, you know what, if you can hustle alongside me, awesome, we have a deal. But if you can't, I'm not losing any ground over this. And you're seeing it for what it is, and you've been through enough with this situation, this person, that you kind of know them better than they know themselves. And that's why you're kind of hesitant to really delve back in, because this is a very passionate relationship. You're kind of hesitant to do that just yet because you don't want to set yourself up for disappointment or all of a sudden having to kind of cut back on other responsibilities to handle this person. So they've got every intention of doing right. The question here is, can they sustain it? And they've got every intention of doing that and putting the past and the drama behind them. So this is somebody that does want that passionate reboot. Whether you're on board or not is going to be up to you. I think you've got some conditions and some things to say first. Like you're wanting to have some words about this first. So you're not, it's got to meet your criteria before you want to progress. And that's entirely wise. So this is you. It's almost like you're not losing any sleep over this and your person is rising up to meet you, which is great for the Leos that want this. But for those of you that are like, yeah, what's it new coming in? This very well could be somebody new that reminds you of somebody from your past. But either way, you're in the driver's seat and you're in a position to be very discerning. So if this is a new offer, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to be very slow going for you, just because you've been through it and you're like, I'm not a nurse or a purse. I'm not doing that anymore. So this, if it's not somebody from the past coming back in, this is you walking away from that and you got somebody new that's been waiting for you. So you're just like, okay, what do you want? What do you, is it a little bit busy? You've got people lining up, right? But this is you putting up some kind of barriers and stipulations at first, but eventually you two are moving forward together. That's what's showing here, is that you've got some things to say, but over time, there's this, not without confronting what needs to be confronted and addressing things and getting everything laid out on the table about like, look, this is where I'm at and this is how I feel. If you're okay with that, whether this is new or not, then we can do the thing. But this is what I'm doing, and I hope that you can join me, but I'm not slowing down, as you shouldn't. You are in a very good place and a position to do that. We've got Temperance, Three of Cups, Hierophant. This is a time to focus on yours and your own and yourself, and you're doing that. And everybody seems to want a piece of you. So no slowing down for you, and be very discerning and choosy about who gets to have that beautiful Leo 9 energy, because everybody wants a piece. And you don't want it to be draining. You want it to be like for like. So if you're giving, you're also getting back, which it's an equal resource. So this is you having to choose carefully, because you're in a very good place. You're in a very stable place, not because it happened to you, but because it's been hard won and you've made these decisions along the way that have put you where you are now, that everybody's taking notice because they're like, wow, Leo is solid and I want to be a part of Leo's life because they're a good person. Their life works. I like being around them. They're fun. They're kind. They're generous. I want that. Not want to use it, but I want to be a part of that. I want to give to that. I want to be around that. So it's been hard won, and I think that might be why you're so protective of your boundaries. And like, we need to have a talk first before this is how I am. This is where I'm at. I don't want my time monopolized. I want you're very clear about your boundaries here and what your expectations are, as you should be. That's for Leo. New or returning. You're not messing around. New lease on life, new outlook. 8 of Wands. Things are moving quickly. So we got 2 5s and 2 8s. All right. So you've been like a holding pattern, and recently new knowledge is coming in. A message, some new information is coming in. You've been kind of in this holding pattern. Okay, that makes sense then. Because you've been kind of keeping unto yourself and like, nope, I'm not lowering standards. And you haven't lost any momentum. And it looks like there's someone noticing that and wanting to come back in, be a part of it, or someone's been waiting for the right time to approach you and to just tell you how they feel. You're on some radars here. So either you have been just doing you and not laying low, but just going about your daily life, taking care of business, doing your thing, and someone's finally decided it's time to talk to you about how they feel. Or this is you biding your time, holding vigil, and you've got someone returning going, I want to be that person for you, for us, for me. And you're like, okay, tentatively, we'll take it one step at a time. What else for? So, exciting times. Possibility, hope, movement. All good things. Perseverance. Good for you. Nothing's slowing you down. Good for you. This could be your generosity coming through where you're like, you know what, I'm going to give you another chance. Could be that because you're not willing to give up on this person or this love or this situation. But it could also be that you're not slowing down come romantic offer or not. Because you're just like, I've come full circle. I'm ready for some levity. I want to have fun. I want to be free. I want to be unladen. I wish you the best. But I don't want this to slow me down anymore. I'm tired of. So that's where you're at. It sounds kind of like, I want to say witchy or with the B, but it's because it's needed. This isn't your first go around with this type of situation, whether it's the same person or not. And because of that, you've been able to erect very clear boundaries moving forward. Like, okay, I now know what works for me and what doesn't, and it has to be this way or we're going to have trouble because I'm going to end up short-circuiting. Nothing wrong with being honest about it. Yay. That's for Leo. You've got it coming up. So, who doesn't? Know your freeze. A lot of signs are getting for some busyness, but for you is like, romantically and looks like travel. And you're planning a trip. If you aren't, maybe one's happening. But usually it's been like business or romantic, but this is travel and romance. So there you go. Okay. What else for Leo? Like mid-month. 3 of Wands and 5 of Wands. Again, look at that. There's that assertiveness. There's that you laying down those boundaries and being like, look, this is the best for both of us. Trust me. If anything's going to happen, if this is going to work out over time, you need to listen to me. I'm not just saying this to be able to, hear my voice here. This has meaning and it's for a purpose. And I live my life by these principles with or without you in it. So, yeah. So this is talking over your options and clearing the air and hashing things out. This is somebody familiar, whether it's a friend that has made their feelings known or this is somebody returning. But this is you standing your ground, laying down some boundaries, and this person being like, yep, all over it, on it, let's do it. And you're like, okay, well, give me a minute. I don't think you want to lose your independence or momentum. I don't think you want to slow down any, and you shouldn't. But this person, they really do want to move. They've come full circle and they want to move past the issues and they want to show you that they can and that they have. They want to come correct, basically. They're wanting to be the person that they should have been, or their words, they should have been, they want to be for you, so yeah. All right, get ready. If nothing else, you've got, I don't know if it's romantic travel or if it's just travel, but you got a trip coming up. Okay. All right, Leo, I hope this was helpful. Good for you for setting up those boundaries. I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care. Love and support to you.